how do we take care of ourselves? I've heard HBCU conversations where people be like, this is what the real world don't treat you like this.
Yeah.
So you should be mistreated here. Like, come on now. We gotta have, we have to really start really deconstructing the ideas of who we are and what it means to be that. Because I look at this and say, I want to support Actively Black. And I don't care if it's just because he's black.
Right.
Okay.
I don't want to say, and I think that is a measure of character and integrity and honor if we have an idea of things we call our people.
Right. So I just want to touch on that. Phil spoke on that last week, and I actually was pretty agreeable with his perspective. He talked about the notion of not really leaning into black unity. He was more of the perspective of class unity, because and he said, Phil, shout out to Phil, that he had more in common with a poor white person than a rich black person.
Yes.
And when you think about common interests, when you think about shared identity, shared goals, etc., there is some validity to that. I think for a brand like Actively Black, whose part of your mission is to reinvest in the black community, is to uplift the black community, it's really designed to kind of pour into people that look like you. However, what happens? We've talked about this. What happens when Actively Black is a multi-billion-dollar company, and you're no longer part of that class unity, and you no longer, whether we want to believe it or not, have those shared ideals, perspectives, etc., of the majority.
Yep. The answer is the man that's on my hoodie right now. Muhammad Ali, he spoke about that subject exactly. He said, I'm gonna be on your white TVs, I'm gonna be the biggest name on the planet, but I'm gonna stay connected to my people and make sure that my people feel me and see me and know that I'm always gonna represent them no matter how high I ascend in white society. And I feel like what he stood for, the way that he reinvested his own money back into the community, no matter how big he got, I think he's an example of that we don't have enough of, that are willing to, if I gotta turn down this payday and take less money, if I gotta miss out on certain opportunities because I'm not moving off of this moral stance for my people that I have, I just don't think we have enough people who are willing to make that sacrifice. Now, what you did say is there is validity to that, because even the Black Panther Party, a lot of people mistake and think that they were only fighting for black people, but they were actually talking about a class war.
Absolutely.
And they were talking, and I think in the overall conversation we're talking about capitalism, that is the only revolution that changes the global capitalist society that we're in, is for the classes to understand there's a few in the 1% and the wealthy that are benefiting from the suffering of the rest of us. How about we all band together to fight that system? So I think that is a fight, right?
Absolutely. You mentioned Muhammad Ali. Is that hoodie available, by the way?
The Muhammad Ali collaboration is coming out Cyber Monday. So it will be available on Cyber Monday.